time for the main card. 4 fights, and we'll start with the ladies once again. This time an elimination 135-pound fight. Let's meet them. First, fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner. Please make welcome Tayler Sprowl.
So what I was saying, JR, is 2017 was a whirlwind of MMA action in Colorado and for SCL. What was your biggest SCL moment of 2017, if you had to recall?
Probably the same as it is for everybody every year, and that's just the entirety of the Army versus Marines event and what that entails for the community emotionally.
Yeah, the Paul Lucero and Jared Padilla fight is one I'll never forget, number one. But I got to tell you, the amazing fight between Josh Cavan and LT Nelson a few weeks ago, or a couple months ago, I should say, was one of those ones that you just can't forget. So
yeah, a couple of top Fight of the Year candidates right there. We'll find out Sunday.
We will find out Sunday. That's exactly where I was going with that. If you're not doing anything Sunday, Grizzly Rose, Sunday evening, I believe, get there at 6 p.m. if I'm not mistaken, usually around the same time every year though. They will have the SCL Awards show, and it is definitely, if you're a fight fan of Colorado fighting, you should absolutely make your way to the Grizzly Rose and honor these amazing athletes that just give us unbelievable entertainment throughout the year. It's just such a pleasure to be in those.
And have a chance to meet the athletes and go up and say hi and let them know you appreciate them.
Absolutely right. Well, Tayler Sprowl, 135-pound amateur, coming to us from Grinders MMA and Fitness, Shannon Sin and Albert Rosales. And we've seen Tayler fight before at the Boulder House on SCL Fight Night, and she is a fun fighter to watch. I love watching this girl fight. And she looks in outstanding shape tonight.
And now, fighting out of the Skyline Movie Company blue corner, please make welcome Sphinx Perkins.
And Molly, the Sphinx Perkins, making her way right now. AVM next year is going to be at the Pepsi Center. Yes, you heard me right. Pepsi Center is it's where the big boys play, so that one should be amazing. You just heard CEO of SCL, Jeff Cisneros, say that AVM next year is going to be honoring Vietnam veterans. That is going to be the theme of AVM 9, I believe, correct?
I think so.
And if you're as old as we are, you appreciate the Vietnam veterans.
Yes, sir.
Very different day and time as today's veterans, but they should be loved and appreciated nonetheless in any era. Well, here's the Sphinx, JR, getting ready to finish up her checkout right there from Tom Johnson. She makes her way into the cage.
Yeah, always got to make sure the fighters aren't carrying any razor blades in their trunks or no brass knuckles under the gloves.
I never know when that's coming.
135-pound bout is presented by Rocky Mountain Flagging. Rocky Mountain Flagging has been a leader in traffic control for the past 33 years. We handle everything from drawing plans and execution of traffic control to full-service sign manufacturing, banners, and decals. It's time to meet the elimination 135-pound ladies first. Fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner from Grinders Fitness in North Glen, Colorado, please make welcome Tayler Sprowl. And now, fighting out of the Skyline Movie Company blue corner from Team Mika, Rodriguez Boxing in Sensao Karate, South Dakota by way of Alaska, please make welcome Sphinx Perkins. women's elimination 135-pound bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Referee Tim Mills.
Okay, ladies, I instructed you earlier tonight. Fight clean and fair and protect yourself. Obey my commands at all times. Any questions out of the red corner? Questions out of the blue corner? Ladies, touch them up. Let's get down.
Perkins in the blue, Sprowl in the black and green. Referee Tim Mills in the all black. Gloves included with that.
Molly Perkins coming to us from Alaska. Talk about a long ride.
Indeed.
Tayler Sprowl putting Molly Perkins against the cage right now.
Sprowl has a good height advantage, but she's not really using it yet. She's entered into the clinch, bringing herself down to be even with her opponent's head level. So that might be something that her corner's going to work with her on a little bit, is use that height advantage in the clinch.
You know, and we talk about the air. Who knows how that will affect her here.
True.
Tayler Sprowl putting heavy pressure on Molly Perkins against the cage.
And Sprowl looking really calm.
Yes.
Perkins, nice job with the knees.
Looking for a head and arm throw almost.
Yeah, she was going for that earlier. That's part of the problem that Sprowl has when she comes in with her head low.
Yeah.
Is it allows her, excuse me, allows her opponent to set up that throw.
Beautiful right hand lands for Tayler Sprowl. As she puts Molly Perkins against the cage there, but Molly Perkins, I don't think has let go of the head and arm since she got into the fight.
Yeah, the problem you have to worry about there is giving up your back.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you get it on the ground, put it where you want, you can typically land in kind of a scarf hold position, transition to that pretty quickly or easily to side mount, which is not a bad place to be.
Beautiful combination again lands for Tayler Sprowl, and that right hand is finding a home. There's on again.
Sprowl, good job working her hands tonight.
Oh, and she's putting pressure on Molly Perkins right now, JR.
Perkins starting to feel it. Her legs aren't under her as steady as they need to be.
Tayler Sprowl is not only throwing a beautiful right hand, but she is really catching Molly Perkins flush with that right hand.
And Sprowl, a good job on the separation there. Getting off the cage, putting herself out here with a little bit of separation where she's finding tremendous success.
Good toughness, of course, being shown from Molly Perkins. Really good job of mixing things up from Tayler Sprowl, as we're seeing her bringing in knees right there, and then she follows those knees up with big shots.
10-second
like
clock
that.
is sounded.
Oh, look at these ladies go, JR. What a first round. Oh my goodness. Molly Perkins bloodied, going back to her corner, shaking out her wrist like right there with her right hand, but absolutely still in the fight. And Tayler Sprowl, look at her. Best she's ever looked.
One of the things that they look for, they being the judges, is damaging strikes, and you can see it on the face of Perkins as her cornerman starting to tend to some of the blood leaking out of the nose and the mouth. So Sprowl doing a good job getting those hands working and not letting up on it once she knew that she had her opponent hurt. You see it there, she comes across with the right hand. Perkins does a good thing, tries to clinch, but Sprowl creates that separation, goes to work from the outside, finds success with her accuracy in striking.
Very accurate striking. I tell you, I don't know, the nose of Molly Perkins may be broken. Her nose is really bleeding.
Don't blow your nose, young lady.
That's the rule right there.
And Sprowl steps in just a little bit close, smothering her own punches just a tiny bit.
I'll tell you, Tayler Sprowl doing a beautiful job of mixing shots, going to the body, coming up to the head, mixing in knees, And that right hand is just finding a home every time.
Oh, good job with the head kick. Hard to see from our vantage point how much of it was blocked, but nicely done by the Grinders fighter.
Molly Perkins is one tough girl, that is for sure. Oh, Tayler Sprowl is landing hard shots. Beautiful combinations.
Sprowl, nice job evading that head and arm every time. Probably 5 or 6 times. You can tell it's one of Perkins' favorite techniques. She keeps going back to it. Sprowl maybe saw some tape on it or something and worked on that defense because she's been able to thwart it all night long so far. And again, we talk about being able to take the back from somebody trying to set up the head and arm throw, and Sprowl was close there.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I would not be surprised if the nose of Molly Perkins is broken. She is bleeding everywhere.
Which, of course, makes it so difficult to breathe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really nice job right there of Tayler Sprowl protecting from the knees of Molly Perkins coming up.
And that's a technique that is very, very classic Muay Thai, but you don't see a lot of MMA fighters doing. You just put a hand on the hip. As soon as that knee starts to come up, you give that hip a little bump and it shuts down the knee strike. Beautiful Muay Thai by Sprowl.
I am really impressed with Tayler Sprowl. She has made exponential jumps in her game since the last time we saw her at Boulder House.
Really putting together a well-rounded game here. And we haven't even seen what can happen if it goes to the ground for her, but her hand work and her clinch work and her counter wrestling just really on point this evening for Sprowl.
And I'll tell you, the accumulation of shots that Tayler Sprowl has landed could be starting to add up for Molly Perkins. Gosh, she is a bloody mask.
Perkins in hand position for an arm drag, but with her back against the cage, didn't have room to move her feet where she could put it into effect, so wisely gave up on and loops over the top. And that's one spot that I think we've seen Sprowl make tonight, is where she sometimes has her head positioned in the clinch.
10-second clacker.
Perkins trying to put together a final flurry before the bell, and I bet we'll have the doc in taking a look at things.
Stabbing knee for Tayler Sprowl lands again. Molly Perkins is one tough girl.
And the attendees to the cage with a bit of work to do this evening. I can see the doc across the cage taking a look at things.
She is a gamer, man. Tough, tough girl.
And Mr. Mills, our referee, went over to the doc and said, hey, come in and take a look at things.
Good call, referee.
Here we're checking out the replay, and in close, both these ladies moving their hands well, and each of them has done well with the knee strikes. I think that was right at the end of the round there.
Yep.
That was that stabbing knee that you were talking about. And Doc says, hey, things are good to go. Rinse some blood off the mouthpiece, get it back in.
Hey, all tastes the same after a while.
You're gonna wanna take that stool with you.
Third and final round in this second ladies fight here at SCL Fight Night 5 from the Crown Plaza Hotel, and more right hands for Tayler Sprowl.
Sprowl doing a good job getting her head out of the clinch there. Classic duck under and come back with a cross.
Just an outstanding job of mixing up those knees and strikes from Tayler Sprowl. And that right hand is just almost like a divining rod finding the nose.
Putting together a prolonged flurry here. Perkins, just for the briefest moment, started to turn away, brought herself back to facing forward. So you can tell those punches starting to have effect on her.
And I'm wondering if she's starting to feel the altitude from those knees. I know I am.
They taste different at altitude, don't they, Ron?
Oh my goodness. That head and arm has been the saving grace for Molly Perkins. And Perkins almost looking to secure a choke.
Yep.
But I don't know if she's got the gas left.
Yeah, good job with the 2-on-1 by Sprowl. Wrist control, that is. Peeling those hands off, and Sprowl takes a moment to get a deep breath, looks at her opponent, jumps right back into the fray. Great conditioning by Sprowl.
Good right hand right there lands for Perkins.
And look at this in the third round. Seems like Sprowl's getting more energy, getting more amped up, moving looser.
This is definitely the best physically in shape I've seen her look. She looks outstanding tonight.
Perkins eating hard shots, but doing a good job keeping her hands up.
Oh, big right hand lands for Tayler Sprowl, and a big right hand lands for Perkins. And that gives her a little bit of energy. Oh, and another right hand lands for Perkins.
Yeah, referee Tim Mills with a big smile. I always say he's one of the only guys that has a better seat than we do.
That's true. Oh, and a clubbing right hand lands for Tayler Sprowl. What a fight.
20 seconds left. Both corners telling their fighters move forward. Sprowl moves forward with the more accurate of the punches.
Oh, big right hand lands for Tayler Sprowl, another one. She's got Molly Perkins in trouble, JR.
Perkins wisely clinches again. Go set up the head and arm. We're going to go to the judges.
What a fight, ladies. Oh my goodness, as we take a look at this Spartan Labs Online replay. This was Rock'em Sock'em Robots in the third and final round, JR.
Just back and forth, no quit. Neither fighter willing to take a step backward.
Molly Perkins was starting to have some success with that right hand, too.
Agreed. But Sprowl, really nice job of keeping her punches straight. Something as fighters get more tired and they wear throughout the fight, they start to loot their punches. Sprowl didn't have that problem, and it really paid off by way of accuracy.
You know, and if you get a chance to see Tayler Sprowl when she's throwing those combinations, her eyes are open. They never, ever leave her target, and that's one of the reasons why I think her accuracy tonight was so much better than before. What a fight. Amazing performance by Tayler Sprowl tonight.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored about 30-27, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Tayler Sprowl.
Molly Perkins, you are one tough lady.
Sean in the cage with Tayler. I think I speak for everybody in this building tonight saying thank you for that. That was fun to watch.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun to do.
Talk to me about that third round specifically, knowing coming into that third round that you'd probably won the first 2 rounds. What's in your mind that last round as you eat some of those punches?
Just go, go, go. I didn't think I won it all. I just wanted to go in and fight my hardest and give it everything I got because I've been working hard for it.
You certainly did. You get a big victory here tonight. What's up next for you goal-wise?
Anything. I'm ready for anything. Like, I'll take a fight, anything.
We'll look forward to that. I know there's some people you want to thank.
Absolutely. First, I'd like to thank Jeff and Becca for always putting on amazing shows and allowing me to be part of it. I really appreciate it. All my family and friends, and they came out to support me. My mom, my parents, my whole family, all my grinders family from the gym, everything. And my first 2 official sponsors, iCat Logistics and then Justice 61. It's an amazing organization, and yeah, I just thank all of them.
Congratulations on that victory. Once again, thanks for putting that show on for us. Give it up once again for your winner, Tayler Sprowl.
Absolutely.
Back with fight number 5, an elimination 125-pound title bout next.
All right, JR. Holy moly. Did you catch your breath after that fight?
That's going to be tough to live up to.
Holy
Man,
cow.
not often we get winded just calling a fight.
Unreal. Tayler Sprowl, Molly Perkins. Holy moly, ladies. You know, and it's so weird. I should speak for me. I used to hate watching women fight.
But that was definite fight of the year candidate right there.
No question. Unbelievable action. Tayler Sprowl did not stop throwing combinations. Beautiful job of mixing knees, that Muay Thai. Oh my gosh, I mean, come on. Outstanding. That's what you want to see, you know, especially at somebody so young in her career.
Yeah, we're checking out the replay here. And we talked about those straight punches paying off for her.
And look at the eyes. Look at how she never takes her eyes off Molly Perkins.
Perkins getting some good punches of her own in this exchange.
Boom. Huge right hand lands for Tayler Sprowl.
And that was really the tail of the fight for
Whoa.
Sprowl, was working that right hand.
And as I'm looking at the nose of Molly Perkins in that replay, my money would be on the fact that that's a broken nose.
Long ride back to Dakota.
That way, yeah. Kudos to her for being able to stay in for 3 rounds, taking combos like that in thin air.
Good point, chin of the year candidate right
Hey,
there.
absolutely. Nothing to be ashamed of, young lady. Nothing to be ashamed of. And then, towards the end of that fight, she started to find a home for that right hand.
Yeah, she was putting together good
Boom.
combinations, and that's something really nice that you don't see from all fighters. Late in the fight, you know, they start swinging for that
Right.
one-punch shot, thinking that I got to get that one in order to end it. Both these fighters kept their combinations going, and it really paid off nicely for both of them.
And I love the way Tayler Sprowl just keeps that right hand up by her chin, always with fantastic defensive hand posturing, and able to really deliver straight, powerful shots, just like you saw right there.
Well, you talked about the evolution that we've seen in her as a fighter. This just shows the kind of time that she's putting in the gym, and the quality of people that she's working with, as well as just, you know, drill and drill and drill and drill.
No question. Really, really fun fight for the crowd here. The crowd was on its feet as those two ladies literally threw everything they had at each other in that fight.
Look at how clean they got the mat. Nicely done.
Oh my goodness.
Is that a shot from the beginning
Us,
of the
not
show?
so much.
Yeah.
Blood everywhere.
Yeah, both of us have blood on our papers. You and I both learned long ago not to wear white ringside.
That's true. And bring a nice, full 2 containers of wet wipes. Up next for us in the co-main event will be Brandon Tayler as he takes on Jace Fiella. I had a chance to talk with Brandon Tayler last Sunday. He's excited. He knows about the strengths of Jace Fiella. And he is, I tell you what, I lied. Justin Parker and Isaiah Torres is next.
125-pound title fight, I believe.
It sure is.
Take it up to Sean here, and you'll let us know which of you or I was correct.